Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Jam and let's get to it. So today we are doing the Zombie Apocalypse book tag, which is a little bit different to normal book tags, but I'm super keen to do it anyway. There are 3 components to this book tag. Number 1, you pick 5 of your favorite books. 2, you pick 2 characters from those 5 books. 3, you put them in a list. And that list is slightly categorized. Anyway, let's dive into it. First off, I'm just going to take you through the books I chose. So I chose Prince Caspian by C.S. Lewis, and the 2 characters I picked from that were Prince Caspian and Peter. Another book I chose was The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy by Mackenzie Lee, and I chose Felicity and Sim. The 3rd book I chose was Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, and I chose Zoya and Baghra. The next book I chose for this tag is A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, and I chose Ned Stark and Cersei Lannister. And the final book I chose for this tag was Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, and I chose Clarice and Annabeth. Now for the list. So, question number 1 is the first person to die. And for this question, I decided to pick Prince Caspian, but he would die in a very noble way because that's the kind of character he is. He would do it like saving like everybody else, probably. Question 2 in this tag is the person I would trip trying to get away from the zombies, and I'm sorry, but it's got to be Baghra. I don't know how I do it, but I do it. And number 3 in this tag is the first person who would turn into a zombie. This one was a little bit of a meme and a little bit of me seeing this character as quite noble, but it is Ned Stark, and that is because he is dead for 1, and I thought it was funny, and 2, because he probably would, because it would be like similar to a Prince Caspian situation, that he would be very noble and would do it defending somebody else. A lot of these are by default because some other people like just fit too much into another category, so I don't like doing it because I really like Prince Caspian and I really like Ned, but they gotta be dead. I don't know why. Number 4 in this tag is the person that will trip me trying to get away from the zombies, and I picked Cersei Lannister for this one because it's quite obvious that would happen, wouldn't it? Number 5 in this tag is the idiot of the team, and I had to pick Peter by default for this one. I do not actually think he's an idiot, just the next parts of the questions, too many characters fell into that category better than he did. I'm sorry, Peter. Number 6 is the brains of the team, and I could not pick Annabeth for this one. It's just too obvious. She's totally the brains of the team. Heck yeah. Number 7 in the tag is the team's medic, and I just couldn't not pick Felicity Montague from The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy. She is just awesome. I love her so much. Also, she wants to be a doctor, and therefore she has to be the team's medic. You couldn't not let her be the team's medic. Number 8 in this tag is the weapons expert, and again, so many people could fall into this category, like Peter or Prince Caspian, or even Ned could fall into this category, but I couldn't not pick Clarice for this one because she is the God of War's daughter, so it does make a lot of sense for her to be the weapons expert. You can fight me on this. I can see why many people would fight me on this. She could not be the weapons expert. She's too cool. Number 9 in this tag is the brawler of the team, and I couldn't not pick Sim for this one. She's totally the brawler of all of these people. Like, the most likely person to brawl is probably Sim, mainly because she is like descendant from a pirate and is a pirate. She's like got noble qualities though, but yes, I do think she would brawl. And number 10 in this tag, which is the last question in this tag, is the team captain, and I had to pick Zoya for this not based on who she is in the first book, Shadow and Bone, but based on who she is by the end of the series. She's totally captain worthy, and I love her so much. And also, I just didn't want her to fit into any of the other ones. I don't want her to be the first person to die, and I don't want her to be the person that turns into the zombie, because that would just be sad. No, absolutely not. She cannot die. I love her too much. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe, because that's always nice, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. I also encourage you to do this tag, because it was really fun, and it was really hard for me to pick. Like, I didn't look at the questions. I picked, like, the characters first, and then I looked at the questions, and I was like, oh, damn. This is gonna be hard, because these are basically my favorite characters from those 5 books, so, ooh, it was really hard, but also really fun, so you should do it if you want to.